Well, I guess I was going to say, took a little while for the offense to kind of click, but once it did, what do you think of the job you guys did today?
I mean, it's you got to expect it. It's start one for a guy. That's a really good team we just beat. So Sean went out there and he didn't force it. We had a couple big plays. I think we had some penalties which actually hurt us on those drives early. It wasn't as us failing. It was more of us putting us in a hole we couldn't get out of, which is just part of football. But I thought Sean responded really well. I thought the guys really rallied around him. And I think Sean's stats were almost through for almost 300 yards, which is unbelievable in his first start.
And it wound up being a convincing win, but before that point, when it was still kind of 0-0, how important do you think it was that you guys were able to get that first touchdown and take a lead and not have to play from behind, even though that it's not something you guys have struggled with, but I mean, this kind of game was kind of a big deal to maybe put a little pressure on them.
I mean, if you ask me, do I want the other team or me to score first, I'm always going to say me. Yeah. But
just the way the game was going.
For the way the game was being played out today, it really seemed like our defense had an answer for them. And really made it really aggravating for their quarterback. Whereas our guy was really calm. He did a great job today of executing the offense, finding out where the soft spots in the coverage, and really taking some shots downfield, which that's the key.
And obviously you had the one interception that was returned for a touchdown, but the one before that seemed like it was maybe even bigger because at that point of the game they were trying to answer your first touchdown to get their own. What do you think that did to kind of change the way the game went too?
I mean, football's it's a punch, counter punch kind of game, especially in the second quarter there when we started getting a little bit of momentum with our first touchdown, and then the defense goes out and they converted on a third down there, and then they got in that third down situation again, and just that momentum. I mean, it's a powerful thing in football, and when we got that on our side, you don't want to leave it.
And what was the whole atmosphere like when you played the first night game ever, and I don't know if you could or where the crowd size that was here tonight, but what did you think of just?
It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was absolutely awesome. I mean, you had the student section in the end zone making a lot of noise, and then the crowd with the parents and the families. With the cheers, and we know it. I mean, we know that this is small college football, but today it was we were the big. It was a big picture for us. We had a lot of fun.
And I mean, your first game too as a head coach, what was it like just to have it work out like this?
I think in that second quarter I didn't have a bad play call, and I know that's not how it always is going to be. So the guys made up for me. Right before that last play at the end of half, I went to Vinny, and he's our guy, and I just said, hey, just go out there and be a dude, and it's exactly what he did.
I was going to ask you about your first start here. I was wondering, what do you think of just how things went for you?
I mean, I thought they went great as a team. We just played great the first half. We came out, executed, followed the game plan, felt comfortable back there, just did what we had to do.
I was going to say about last year too. I mean, playing in the Mount Union game after Leffelbein got hurt, what did that do for your confidence to have the kind of stats you had against that team? I mean, they were the national champions, and you had 200 some yards passing. What did that do to help you going into this year?
Definitely boosted the confidence. I mean, going against a team like that, they're really good, and just definitely helped come out here, help us stay calm, and be able to do what we did today. It was great. Now we're looking on to week 2.
Was there any stage tonight where you started to feel really comfortable back there too? Like where it just seemed like it maybe like a switch went on or something?
Yeah, I think as a whole offense, we just, after the first drive, we just settled down and then able to continue to execute and do what we had to do.
And how big was that, to get that first touchdown for you guys? Like what did that do for your team?
It was awesome. Once we got it, when we started rolling, we just clicked it, turned it on.
Yeah.
We started doing our thing.
And the second quarter had to be kind of like just a weird. It almost felt like you're playing a video game at some point there, where you just see everything seemed to go really well. And then
Coach
Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were talking about it. It was almost like a video game. Coach Puck had some fantastic calls out there, and we just were able to. We knew what the defense was doing. They didn't really change much, and we were just able to take what we had.
Did you have a good view of the Hail Mary catch, by the way, or you could have?
I threw the ball in there, and I was like, "Oh man, where is he?" And all of a sudden, we practiced in practice, the tip, and Vinny was right there to catch the ball. It was almost like a Hail Mary and Madden.
I was going to say, obviously, it's like Coach Puckhaber's first game as a head coach, but it was also kind of your first game, replacing Mike, too. Was there any pressure? Like, did you feel any nerves tonight that you maybe didn't feel a year ago coming into games?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely when we were coming out, it was first start as a quarterback. And just like I said, once after the first drive was over, everything started to settle in and felt more confident, comfortable.
The defense, obviously, I know this is a team last year where their quarterback had a big numbers against you guys. How much motivation was there to have a better showing this time against him?
I mean, we're just that kind of team. We're a competitive team, so they got the best of us last year, so we just kind of came back and wanted some more.
Yeah.
We knew what the quarterback was. We knew he was a talented player. We knew what he could do, but we knew if we played how we played, we could shut him down, as you saw.
It seemed like the game was sort of over by the third quarter, but how much motivation was there for you guys on those 2 drives to keep them from getting any points at all? Was that like a big deal for you guys?
Yeah, we play every down like it's 0-0.
Yeah.
Even that we're down, we just try to play like a bunch of animals because we're hungry.
Oh, yeah.
We want more. We never stop. So yeah, it was 28-0. Yeah, we knew that, but like you said, we did not want them scoring. Them scoring on us was a loss in our minds.
And how much pride does this unit have just as a group? Because you guys
How
have
much
a lot
pride?
yeah, I mean, the defense. What do you guys have a lot of talented players. I mean, do you think you guys could be one of the better defenses in the whole nation in Division III? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of senior Terrace kids that we've been playing with. This is now 4th year together.
Yeah.
We're brothers. We play together. We love each other. We play for each other.
Yeah.
And our defensive coordinator is just, he makes us the way we are. He makes us play perfect. He makes us play like animals, makes us play with that pride. So, yes, we're very, very much with pride on our defense.
And there's a lot of talented guys out there, too. Do you guys ever get kind of competitive with one another, too? Like, if you do something big, does that mean one of the other linebackers is going to want to do that, too?
Yes, like under your own spot, though, of course. Like, I had interception, DJ interception, of course. It's Skylar, it's your turn to get one now. But, I mean, yes and no. I mean, yes, we're competitive because that's what pushes us, makes us better as a defense. But no, in the fact that we're not going to go out of our way to make a player who's going to do what we do.
Yeah.
Opportunity comes with making that play.
And how fun, I mean, obviously your job's to stop the other team from scoring. How fun is it, though, when you get a chance to do what you did tonight and run one back?
It's always a blast. It always feels like a dream when it happens. It's just like something you dream about as a little kid. You play in the backyard and things like that happen. It's always a fun time.
It was just about the Hail Mary pass right before the half. What was kind of going through your mind on that play?
Right before that, coach just said, "Go up, get the ball from me, just make a play," and hit off a bunch of people, just tipped it up, just came down with it luckily.
You didn't have to like fight with anybody for it, so to speak?
No,
I
just batted it to myself and just caught it.
How surprised were you to see it come that cleanly to you? You know, because usually those are kind of messy plays.
Well, it was off to the right, so like bounced. I don't know if it was someone's head or hand, and just bounced right into me.
And when something like that happens, you just get a feeling it's gonna be your guys' night when you get to kind of play.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, after the first kickoff, we knew it was us.
Yeah. I want to ask you, being a receiver too. You know, what was like kind of your first game working with a new quarterback as a starter? I mean, how long does it take to kind of get that maybe quarterback receiver bond going that you had with like Mike last year?
It's definitely been a process, just getting our timing down. He's definitely a different quarterback than Mike is, but I like the way Sean's throwing the ball, and just learning the way I run my routes, and it's coming together. Once it starts going, it's gonna be great.
I was going to ask you, one of your relatives had come upstairs to talk to the radio guy about, I heard your mom was having surgery and watching this game in the hospital. How big a deal was it for you to, get a touchdown, even something she was, watching online?
It's definitely been a tough week, but it's just she comes up for every game. It just sucks that she can't be here, but I know she's enjoying watching it there.
Did it make it fun for you, though? I mean, the fact that you were able to get it, I don't know if it was on there. But
totally, totally for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's my #1 fan.
Well, thanks, great.